6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face. Blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Such sights to show you. We'll tear your soul apart.
Hi, I'm Tom Savini, and you're watching Death Curse Society. They're really good friends of mine. But why?
Rock and roll! Just in the middle of a dream, I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Woo! What is up, Death Curse Society? Welcome to the show. We got Ziggy. We got
Fucking
Carl.
kidding me?
The fuck, dude? Seriously?
Really, man?
What's going on? Oh my God! Look at
You
you.
not let me show off my Fulci shit every once in a while. You're not the only one that likes it, man. What the
You really
fuck?
know
dude?
who the Fulci guy is around here, man. Now stop it. What the hell?
How
It's
are
a
you the
beautiful shirt,
Fulci
by the way.
guy?
It's a beautiful shirt.
Hey, Colonel, why don't you go ahead and show off your Fulci shirt right there? That is
No,
a beautiful.
no.
Son
Hold
of
on.
a
Hold on. I've
bitch.
got more to say to Ziggy. Zoom,
Oh, okay.
zoom back in. You need to go change your fucking shirt, man.
You want me to change a shirt? I think you should change a shirt.
No, I'll tell you what. We'll both be adults about this. Let's go change our shirt. Both of us.
That's fair, man. That's
I think
fair.
that's fair.
Be right back.
Sorry,
I have
guys.
no idea what the hell is going on here, guys. I really don't fucking know. So, hey, welcome to the show. While the curls are changing, what the fuck is going on? Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure to like us and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch.
I got another one that's fucking badass. I don't
There
even
you
give
go.
a fuck.
Nice.
You know, hey, nobody gets the Fulci tonight. I'll bring the cur out. I don't give a fuck.
I know you ain't got this.
Oh my
What
God!
the fuck,
You guys-
man?
what the fuck, man?
Seriously, dude.
I guess great minds think alike, but for
We
fuck's
picked the
sake,
same movies and the same fucking T-shirt.
are you serious? You go back to the Fulci, man. I'll keep the cur on.
No.
We're just gonna cur it up. Let's cur it up.
Let's
I'm
fucking
down,
cur it
man.
up. Fuck it.
It's fate, baby. It's fate. Let's do this. Crank
sorry.
wishes he had a Sammy Kerr T-shirt.
No, I'm
From
good.
the fabulous company Gutter Garbs.
I'm good.
You're gorgeous.
Okay, are we done with that now?
I don't.
Dude, that's how you know we hit professional status. When we do wardrobe changes seamlessly during the fucking show.
Seamlessly? That's
This
debatable.
segment brought to you by Gutter Garbs.
See, Patricia says they can't wear the same shirt,
No,
No, it's.
but they are.
but we are. We compromise. It's happening.
I tell you what, next week I'll wear a DCS shirt. You wear the Fulci, you show it off.
Okay, we'll do it. It's a gorgeous shirt. It's a beautiful. The gut puke.
It is. And
No.
he was giving me shit. Like, oh, you wore yours already. No, I didn't. I wasn't going to wear that to a fucking amusement park surrounded by fucking kids. Like, even this was pushing it.
Did that come out today, or did you just get the shirt recently, both of you?
Well, they showed up when we were. Mine showed up when he got his like a week before me. Mine showed up when we were in Pittsburgh. So.
Mine showed up when you were in Pittsburgh, but that Friday I came home from work and.
That's not else that showed up this week.
Oh gosh, yeah, Ziggy, go ahead and get into it.
I'm not going to get into it because I got to see how things get cleared up first. Then, if this could turn into a complete rant rage here in the next couple of weeks, we'll see. But I bought another figure through Paul Bearer Press, Distinctive Designs. They the same guys that did the Father Thomas, which you all know so much about already. So I'll spare you that. But they did another one. They did the boat zombie from Fulci. Speaking of Fulci, Zombie 2, whatever you want to call it, zombie flesh eaters. The boat zombie, the one that bites the cop and then gets capped and falls in. They did a fucking figure. It's awesome. I had to have it. Only 100. I was gonna go for it again, and I did. And it's got a high price tag on it, man. It just does. But I'm okay with that. Limited edition. I get it. It shows up. And I'm like, cool. I'm going to just check them out, open them up, and then I'll get ready. I'll cut a video for it. We'll shoot the video just like we did the other one. Had a couple of ideas for funny shit. And then as I'm getting to the actual figure, it's all looking good. The box, everything's mint all the way around. It's got the same kind of shipping box as the Father Thomas had, but a nice boat zombie picture on it. Awesome. And then I take it out, and it's bubble wrapped and wired shut. So it kind of leads me to believe like the person that worked on this probably knew what was going on here and still tried to cake one by the old Zagster, and I'm not happy about that because I opened it up and the fucking arm, the left arm is detached. And, some of my more astute friends will, well, maybe it's supposed to be a detached. Some zombies don't have arms. No. This zombie has all his arms the whole fucking movie, okay? He's only in it for like 5 seconds. He's got both fucking arms, and he's lifting one over his head. So don't give me that shit. So right now, I have a figure with a busted arm. I've reached out to Paul Bearer, who quickly responded back and got me the information to the actual artist and the guy in charge of this whole thing, the head honcho over at Distinctive Designs. We'll see where it goes. So right now, haven't heard back as we went on the air tonight.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Man. Good luck.
There's that.
Anything special the rest of the week since we got back from the con?
No, not really. Just been kind of editing the shit out of all that stuff, and
Yeah.
we'll have something to drop on that, like the main product results of the Living Dead weekend up this week sometime, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's looking good too. Colonel, how was your week?
It wasn't too bad. It was pretty shitty to start. As you guys remember, fucking storms rolled through on Monday, knocked out my power for about 4 hours. And it was 90-something degrees outside, so it fucking sucked. But on Tuesday, somebody came through the area. We had a late lunch for me. It's more or less an early fucking dinner with the Crankster.
That's right.
Yeah, you can get away with doing this.
Then we get the right hand. There we go. Crankster up here. He hates fucking Gold Star chili as well. He probably doesn't hate it.
No, not quite hate, but
Skyline.
Gold Star way down here. So.
No, that's what I've been telling this guy forever now.
The people of Ohio right now, some of them are like,
Yeah, it's a split decision. I understand that, but I also know Tanya is a bigger fan of Gold Star than she is Skyline. But sorry, I gotta side with Colonel on this one. Skyline is the shit.
That's because she don't know shit. So I'll drink to that. The Skyline winning that race. But
yeah. Well,
anyway,
yeah, Colonel.
Actually got the weekend off. I think they got tired of hearing me bitching about working previous weekend. So they gave me a Saturday off. So I took advantage of it, spent time with the kids. It was like 75 degrees outside. So went to the park and probably had the best ice cream I ever had in my life.
Oh, wow.
Come in September. We're going to go to Schneider's Sweet Shop. Okay. No, Zag, they don't have fucking pizza. I'm sorry.
I love ice cream. Are you fucking kidding me? I love ice cream.
But I had a German chocolate cake ice cream. Tasted just like fucking German chocolate cake, dude. I'm telling you, this place is phenomenal. It's like $4 for one scoop of ice cream, but they give you a big ass scoop. Worth it. Fucking worth it. That made my fucking week.
Hey, all right.
Ice cream for the win, baby. Nice. Yeah, after spending a day up in Cleveland with my friends Kat, Dan, Aubrey, and Jackson, decided to start heading home on Tuesday morning, and I got to Columbus, and I was given the option of going towards Indianapolis and making my way closer to home or going towards Cincinnati. And I was doing the math in my head, and I thought, you know what? I'll be getting into town right about the time. If I go to Cincinnati right about the time Colonel would be getting off work, let's see what he's doing. Let's see if he wants to grab some food. So a few text messages later, I split off down to Cincinnati and met up with the Colonel. And it was a good time.
It was a good time. This motherfucker was sitting out on my porch scaring all my neighbors up.
Yep. I was.
Yeah. Well, not in the porch. He was on the steps. He didn't open the gate. He was just sitting there.
No, I was waiting. I knew you weren't too far behind. You said, 10 minutes or so. So I just took a break on the steps, on the stoop, if you will. But then I made the long trek back here, got back Wednesday morning, and it's been running ever since. Just karaoke show after karaoke show, and finally got to sit down and watch the movie that we're going to be reviewing here in just a few minutes, Mad God on Shudder. Yeah. And actually, I think it was Andy was saying, yeah. Andy way back up here was saying, I'm so happy you're reviewing Mad God. I watched it Friday, and no one I know has seen it. I need to hear someone vent about it. I have a feeling you're going to get about 3 vents maybe tonight. We'll see.
I don't know if it's a full-fledged, complete vent of hate or anything like that, but there, yes, we can have a discussion for sure.
It's lacking, and we'll probably cover a couple other topics, because I doubt we'll be able to talk about this for 2 hours or even an hour and a half, but we'll see. And that's good. S. Michael, he says, Dick fully washed and sporting Summer's Eve on the B-side.
My man, S&M, never let me down.
That's a little bit.
That'll quiet him down.
I'm not quite sure what to say about that, but all right.
I don't have my other sounds booted back up yet, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm starting to come down from the con, though, man. How about you, Ziggy? Is that hitting you yet?
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, I was like, okay, when we get out of here, going right to the editing bay, and I'm not coming out until we got this thing put away and it's done and finished. Because let's face it, it needs to be seen. It's going to be fun, and this should be a benchmark of things to come when we get together at these cons. Because next time we get to Whorehound and we got Colonel with us, we're going to put him through the fucking ringer of bits, because I feel like we don't get the full access a lot of times, and we get some of these good ideas and we can't go full bore with it because we don't got the Colonel there. So got to take advantage of this Whorehound action coming up in September.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to the sizzle reel, though. I think it's going to be a good time. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. We got some fun stuff. We got some stupid stuff.
There's one in particular. I can't wait to see it all edited together. I'm not gonna say anything, but I want to see it.
Did you see any of the? Oh, I know what you're referring to.
I shared some of the raw footage with him that I had.
The one, the shit that Patricia saw and everything.
Yes.
That kind of stuff. Yes. Okay. That's.
I shared a little bit of that. Just
he hasn't seen it all doctored up though. So.
Oh God no! God
it's
no!
Quite silly now. It is.
I did hear Patricia losing her shit though.
Yeah, it's. I couldn't hardly use any of that stuff. I had to, lower all the fucking to mute them all out and everything. But it's. If you want entertainment, I think you'll get it with this kind of shit. So we'll see. Either that or you're going to desubscribe. It's one or the other.
It's one of the two. One of the two. Exactly. Basically, I'll give the viewers a teaser. We couldn't do a poker game because there were only two of us there. We couldn't really do the T-shirt challenge because there weren't a whole lot of shirt vendors there. So
everything,
and they were very specific.
Dawn of the Dead, maybe some Evil Dead here and there, but it was pretty zombie centric.
So we found something else to do as our DCS challenge for the con, and yeah, fuck you, Ziggy. That's all I'll say. Fuck
challenge
you.
Was I think I want to get the thing out and let you see the what we intended you to see. But next Monday, I'll promise you right now, I will be here with some outtakes of this bit that you do not want to miss. Put it on the calendar. I promise you. Patricia, back up on this. Tell them how fucking funny this shit is. And we're going to give it to you, man, because it's quite a bit. And maybe we'll chop down a nice little piece of it, but it is fantastic. Some of the best outtakes you'll ever see. I promise.
Really?
And you know I'm right. You can't even deny it. You cannot.
You're going to do this to me, huh?
Yes, it has to be, dude. It has to be.
All right, fine.
Especially after I stood up on one leg and shit and got up with it. When I went
fuck you. Hold on. Don't give too much away. Don't give too much away. Just fuck you.
That's enough.
Trust me. I'm just going to say I'm surprised there weren't heating pads involved later that day.
I'll tell you what. That particular event can cause some injury, I think. If you're not, you know what I mean? You could get fucked up. I'm almost glad the Colonel wasn't there for this particular bit because
you guys would have been in the fucking hospital.
We would have still done it too. Yeah,
it was. You'll see. It'll be up.
You'll see.
And we can't air it on here because we use some stuff that it had to be there, but we don't want to get kicked off the air for doing that kind of stuff. So you'll get a link. We'll let you know. We'll put it on the main page, just Death Curse Society over there. Because I don't even think we can get it on Facebook without getting it censored or silenced. This portion is silenced. So, yeah, it'll be a direct link. You can come onto our page and enjoy the madness that is the Living Dead Weekend Sizzle Reel.
It's, I will say this. Patricia says, sorry for laughing so much. Couldn't help it.
No.
Yeah, here's the thing. Patricia, since we got to meet up with her up there, she kind of got a backstage pass to some of the goofy bits that we do. She didn't get to see all of them because some of them were off site, but the ones that we did on site, most of those she got a taste of before we dropped the sizzle reel. So I think she's probably the most excited out of any of them to see what we did with everything. So
it turned out pretty good.
Speaking of, my little Jason mask pendant that I know it's hard to see back there, but I got that hanging on my set already, Patricia. Thanks again for that.
Colonel's right here in this box with
Yep.
your tumbler. I don't know if you were watching last week. Did you see when we revealed your gift?
Nope.
Oh, okay, good.
Didn't see shit.
You got something coming next.
Yeah,
You got
Reserve
something.
battery
Of course,
life.
we weren't gonna stiff the colonel. We never stiff the colonel, man.
That's right.
Bullshit.
The next con's coming up. You've got Motor City Nightmares into July, right?
I'm going to track down Julian Sands from Warlock. He's one of my favorites. We got a few more. Of course, Tom Savini will be there. Try to think of something. Once again, a question he has not heard before, but he's heard it all, and hopefully he won't be. Kill me, please kill me. When we went in to see him,
We got a question on YouTube the other day from a viewer.
yeah,
Wasn't that for Tom?
that's the one I'm going to ask him. Right,
Cool.
having to do with Tales from the Dark Side. Right.
Yeah. See, we work for you guys. You send us questions, and we'll try to get them answered. So
It's just funny. I mean, last year we were stalking Daniel Harris. This year it's Tom Savini. We're just crossing paths at every stop.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool.
Then August, the first weekend of August, we've got the Oklahoma City Horror Con. I know Ziggy's coming up for that one. FaZe is coming up for that one. Going to help us out on some camera work, and hell, he may even become part of a bit. Who knows?
He needs to be part of one, not just.
Oh yeah.
Then a month later.
And then another month later in September, we're all meeting up together in Cincinnati for Horror Hounds. So
One I
make
can
sure,
actually make.
Yay.
right?
Wait,
If you're in the area, make sure to come out.
the Colonel.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think we've stalled. I think I've stalled as long as we can.
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
I would like to have something to talk about because, unfortunately, guys, I'm just sitting here like.
I know. I'm just trying to get out
Yeah.
because we didn't say much about it. We did last week, but I mean, with the progress with everything, we're good now. Now we can progress.
Yeah.
The schedule is updated. We're ready to continue.
Oh, see, there's Kiara. She says, "Damn, I wish I could drive. So want to meet you guys. You know what? There's going to be a con that comes up in New York.
We're coming.
We'll figure out what the situation is, if we can make it up to there. And if we can, we'll swing by and we'll pick you up. Just get your bags packed.
You ride with us.
That's right.
Weekend. Trisha did. She survived. You'll survive too.
Barely.
Barely. All right. So new on Shudder this weekend is a film from Phil Tippett, written and directed by the legendary effects master Phil Tippett. Film called Mad God. I kept tongue-tying this and calling it Mad Dog a lot when I was talking about it earlier. So, Mad God. I have to slow it down and really think about it. But yeah, if it's on Shudder. If you have Shudder and you've checked it out, make sure to let us know what you think in the comments. I know Andy has. Man, you know what? Colonel, I'm going to start with you on this. What the fuck did we just watch?
Baby.
For first thing, I'm going to change. I'm personally going to change the name of that fucking movie. Because by the end of it, I was like, God, I'm fucking mad. I had to spend 86 minutes watching this shit. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I warned you last night. I'll watch it after work. I can't guarantee I'll stay awake. I'll be honest. I probably dozed off for about 15 minutes. So I missed 15 minutes of probably about the first 25. When I woke up, I realized I probably didn't miss fucking anything because there wasn't anything to miss. It looked fucking wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. The visuals were cool as fucking shit. But that's the only thing I can say good about this fucking movie. What the fuck did I watch? Was this like a new level of fucking elevated horror? Are we up to the fucking 9th floor now instead of the 8th? Like we're going up? Because what the fuck? Like I was like trying to piece this together. Like what does all this mean? I'm not stupid by any fucking means, but I don't know about you guys. If I'm watching a movie, you know, at least the silent films gave you a box of fucking dialogue so you can kind of figure out what the fuck's going on and what the storyline is.
Right.
What was the fucking story?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The best.
Almost glasses off, but the fact that it looks so fucking good, the glasses are staying on.
It did look good. Technically, it was a masterpiece. I mean, if you guys don't know, it's mostly animation and stop motion animation at that, and there's a little bit of just more drawn animation and a little bit of live action into it as well, but it kind of seamlessly folds together. But technically it was fascinating to look at and to watch and to listen to. I appreciated the music and the sound design.
I did until they had the baby crying for 15 fucking minutes. That was annoying as shit.
That was a long scene. I thought maybe that was where you dozed off, but
no, that's correctly right.
Can't walk.
Goddamn. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking guy can't walk any fucking faster. And that fucking thing.
Ziggy, do you have any idea what the fuck we just watched? Was there any story to it whatsoever? Can you describe it?
As the older man in this group, sure, man. There's stuff there. It's all way open to interpretation here, but I mean, this could be depicted as maybe hell. This could be depicted as the everyday life. I mean, it almost has like a Matrix kind of feel to it, to where you're seeing these guys are grinding it out. These little fucking, they're making minions, and it's like a machine, claw machine, and they got a purpose, but then there's someone else fucking it up, just stepping in and ruining everything. And it's loose like that. You just got to take it for what you think it is, and just appreciate the visual stunningness that Mad God is. There's no story. I mean, it just kind of goes, man, and you're kind of fascinated by it. They go with some gore. There's a little bit of scat play in this fucking movie. I mean, they have a little bit of everything. You can get away with it when you're doing the stop. Yeah, I know. There's a lot. There's a lot of shit in it. Literal shit. But I'm just trying to. I don't want to deter anybody. I want them to suffer. I want you to enjoy it too. It's not that bad. I mean, if my biggest problem is I don't think it needed to be a fucking hour and a half long. It could have slimmed this down a little bit, and because I'll be honest, man, by the fucking end, I almost wept when it finally hit the credits. So thank God it's over. I mean, I have to keep watching. I must get through this. I've got there's a huge, big fucking ending, and essentially the ending is time's up. So I mean, it's a lot of that sucks, but I mean, if you're a fan of Roy Harryhausen, like Tim Burton style stop animation, that kind of shit, even what's his name, Stan Winston creature designs, you're gonna dig this. If you like all those fucking crazy memes, like what was it that came out with the Shadow Man and stuff? What's the name of that? Creepypasta. If you're into the creepypasta stuff, you will love this, because a lot of these monsters and creatures are directly inspired. And I mean, like, big hairy creatures with moles on them and eyes, but they got like a human set of choppers in their mouth and shit. So if you like that kind of stuff, this is for you. No, me, not so much. I mean, but I do appreciate how visually stunning it is. Crank.
Yeah. This is one of those movies where 50 people could watch it, and then you get those 50 people in a room to talk about it, and they all have 50 different interpretations of it. That's how vague this film is. But that may be what they were going for. I don't know, you know? It's also, like you mentioned it briefly, the creatures and the beings that are in it are the stuff of fucking nightmares, man. This guy... I mean, I know Phil Tippett's work. He was, the stop motion guy for RoboCop 2, I think. Pretty much anything 80s that had stop motion in it, and 70s, he was the guy. He did the Star Wars chess pieces.
Empire Strikes Back. I mean, he's got a pedigree, man. Raiders of Light. He's done it. He's done it. So,
he was the guy.
Yes.
Until Jurassic
I
Park comes along.
I still say he's the guy, because the work's phenomenal, man.
Oh, no. I'm not knocking his work, but he was the guy to go to.
Yeah.
Right. He was the guy to go to until digital effects kind of came to the forefront after Jurassic Park. And he's even quoted as saying, I mean, he worked on Jurassic Park a little bit, but he was looking at some of the CGI effects that they were doing in that, and he was like, we're as fucking extinct as the dinosaurs now. See ya. You know, and he pretty much predicted that. But as for the movie itself, yeah, it starts with almost a story, and then like the story just kind of breaks apart in a way. And Andy, I saw your comment a minute ago. I'm going to get back to that, but you follow a guy that's called the Assassin in the synopsis of the film. And it looks like he's trying to take this bomb down into the bowels of this industrial world. And it's kind of like like you mentioned, like hell, maybe Dante's Inferno kind of thing, the 9 circles of hell. And he's going through world after world to get to the bowels of this location. And he's got a map. And every time he pulls the map out, pieces of it are falling apart. Like he's losing his way and he's never going to be able to find his way out, maybe. And then when he gets to the place to drop the bomb, and that's it. The bomb doesn't go off. He gets caught by one of the other creatures. A baby gets ripped out of him. The baby cries for 15 minutes, like Colonel said, as it's being carried around, and the baby gets squished and then thrown into a ethereal furnace, and creation begins again. I don't know, but it's very, very weird. Like I said, you could find multiple different layers. I mean, it could be about society. It could be about religion, obviously. It could be about technology. It could be about, race relations in a way. It could be about sex. It could be about love. I mean, there's
society.
I mentioned that. That was one of the first ones I said. But yeah, Andy. There we go. Go ahead.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, they threw me off when you had the Tower of fucking Babylon getting destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had that verse from Leviticus that you couldn't barely fucking read and went by so quick. It was like, I'm not versed enough in Bible studies to quote that shit at all. Then I got what I got. I was kind of thrown off a little bit. Like it made sense, but at the same time, I was like, what the fuck? What?
Keep going.
We're hanging on your every word. Please continue.
Your face told me otherwise. It had me worried. I was like, I thought I cut out. I was like, what the fuck? But no. I mean, like I said, I probably need to go back and read what that verse of Leviticus says. It might help understand the movie a little bit more, because I kind of did take it as a creation story. I mean, Mad God, to me, it kind of.
That's not going to help you at all reading that book. Don't worry. Don't waste your time.
Well, that's what Andy took it as. He took it as simply a creation, destruction, creation cycle story.
A cycle.
Could be. It could easily be. I don't know.
There's a lot there like that. But I mean, again, you'll get lost in the world they created, which is if the animation, it's seamless between the computer animation to the stop motion. You can kind of tell at times when it's in a stop motion, but he's so good at it. It's probably the finest I've seen, I would say, stop motion wise ever. Yeah, it's right there, man. It stays right there with any of that Clash of the Titans shit, any of that Sinbad shit from back in the day. It looks good. It does look good, but I mean, I need a little more, on the nose, I guess, for me. I like interpretation things, but man, that's all interpretation, and it's again, if not for the beauty of it, I would really be shitting on this movie.
Yeah. And Tarek brings up a good point here. Says the guy started filming Mad God 30 years ago, according to the article he read. He put it on pause when he thought stop motion was dying, then came back to it last year. Yeah, this was filmed sometime, but according to what I saw in the end credits, between 1987 and 2020.
Wow.
So, I mean,
And it's impressive. I mean, that's right there. That's a neat story.
Right.
But it also tells you why the fucking story doesn't hold together at all.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, everything's changed so many times since then. I mean, but I think you could pretty much just get onto that. Society, you're up here, the drones are down here making the money, sending it up, and then at all costs sacrificing everything themselves to make sure the machine keeps turning.
Right.
Okay, I got it.
Right. Well, and there were some extreme examples of that.
Yeah.
Like like you mentioned, the drones that are they're doing their job, and then an obelisk comes through and just takes out a few of them every now and then. Yeah. They're completely expendable, which is why I think it's something to do with, a look at society in a way. And then you've got the other creatures that are strapped to these chairs, getting electrocuted in the head, but the chairs have holes in them, and they're just basically constantly shitting themselves. That's being funneled into a bucket that goes into a human-like mouth that then also goes through another funnel and then creates something else. And you're just kind of like, okay.
What about the fucking jellyfish with the dicks that zap people out of existence?
Right.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
And that other creature that was on like 4 legs but had like testicles, drop down to the ground. There were some bizarre fucking things to look at in this movie, which did make it interesting, but
sure,
not enough.
This guy should probably go talk to somebody, though. I mean, if this is what's going through his fucking head, let's be honest here.
Right.
I did appreciate the terracotta warriors every once in a while in that one area. Look, of course, that's at the beginning. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. All right, I think I know what's going on. But,
I did catch one of Harryhausen's Cyclops in the very beginning. You see all that stuff when all those figures were in that room?
And there was what was that?
Kraken, right?
Ed 209 in the background. In the background of one of them.
It was. I was trying to, I didn't stop it or anything, but I was like, oh, hey, all right, you could definitely see the tributes were there.
Yeah.
I might go back and look again and see if there is any Burton stuff or is any Winston stuff in there. Let's take a look at those.
I have a feeling this is one of those movies that you would benefit from a second viewing, but I don't feel like any of us are in a big hurry to do that.
Not yet. I got to process this shit some more first, man.
Right. Andy also says, I personally loved how there was zero spoon feeding to the viewer. Oh, God, no.
Well, and there wasn't. And I guess, I think a subtitle here and there would have been cool. But again, that's the point. This is meant for you to take it and go, what does this mean to you? And
right.
And it's valid. Whatever you come up with. I can see, yeah.
Let's go there. Ziggy, what did it mean to you?
I kind of said it already. I feel like it was, definitely just like, the higher ups controlling the lower downs, almost Matrix style. You're just a battery. You're just a generator of money. But there was a heavy presence of hell and suffering. So hell would probably, I'd say 50-50 right there, man. Just society / hell, just reality versus hell and how close it is.
So was the large creature that the baby got delivered to with the plague mask, was that the devil?
Devil or God?
Or God. Because God's pissed off in this one, if you didn't notice from the title.
He's mad.
Right.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's once again, this is how they lay it out for you. How do you look at it? He was just this creepy ass fella, and I'm not sure what he was speaking when he walked up to that nurse. And but then he just turned his back and began his long crying baby ass journey to wherever he dropped that baby off next. And yeah, it was,
see, that's where I differ. I don't think the plague doctor was God. I think it was the leper looking fucking dude was God, because he had that little those little mushroom people are eating mealworms, but look like they're fucking assholes. They're sucking up like.
Oh yeah, that guy could have been. Yeah, that's.
But that's the one I see as God, because he was the one foiling in everybody's lives. Like, okay, you guys are having fun. Here you go. Here's this fucking mushroom creature. He's going to eat you. Yeah, ate, then went back and went and fucked something else up and fucked something else up, and then he created the fucking universe.
Damn it! You're gonna make me watch this motherfucker again, aren't you?
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Colonel, what did you take from this? What did you interpret this to be?
Ultimately, I took it as a kind of like Andy said, just the cycle, creation, destruction, recreation, reincarnation. That's the way I took it as the overall theme. Well, I agree with you guys. Yes, there were social commentaries. I didn't see any, but I'm sure you can see the religious undertones to it. But it's mainly the creation one because we go through all this bullshit and weirdness, and what do we get at the end? Spoiler alert, folks. Sorry, I won't say too much, but you get our universe. You get our world.
Mm-hmm.
So again, okay, that's the create. It's all about creation and what happens. We have to watch the movie to find out. I'm not going to spoil all of it.
Yeah, I don't think you can spoil a bit
No.
because there's not much story.
Yeah, pretty much. It's we nuke ourselves out of existence.
And that's the thing. The clock at the end, time's up or almost up. That's kind of what I was left with. You didn't get that at all?
Well, but that brings me back to I did get that in a way, but I mean I can see all of your points. I can see Andy's point.
Yeah,
I can see all of this in there. So
if that's the case, this guy's success in what he created, it's something interpreted many different ways and all valid. It's the same.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
I still like a little bit more. Cohesiveness? Just
yeah. I wonder, though, if he had a full feeling for this movie in 1987 when he started working on it and he was thinking, time's up, or was that more of an allegory for, like, now? Did he come up with the ending and that now? That would be my first question to this creator.
wow. Yeah.
Did he think about that 33 years ago, or did that is what's going on in the world now inspire him to pull this out of the fucking archives and finish working on it and actually release it?
I don't know. The ending screams 80s to me.
In some ways, yeah. Cold War. Yeah. Maybe. Again, I could see all of what you guys have talked about and more. Mundanity of life. It is well represented in there, I think, by the drones and by the, constant torture that is feeding into the machine, basically. That could be just Colonel working his 9-to-5 job or 4 to 3 job, whatever.
6 to 2. Hello.
Okay, 6 to 2. Excuse the fuck out of me. Whatever it is. But yeah. It's a wild ride, guys. I don't know if it's worth the trip, but it's a wild fucking ride. Let me hit some of these comments because we got a bunch on this actually. All right, I'm just going to start here. Tarek says, if it's all about the presentation and visual concept, that's awesome for maybe 20 minutes at a time. Maybe Mad God should have been a mini-series.
I thought exactly the same thing.
Yeah, Crank or Zach kind of mentioned it. I think it would have been way better as a short.
Yeah.
Now, if you broke it down to like an entire Tool album, it'll be the greatest Tool music video of all fucking time.
Oh, somebody brought that up too up here.
Oh, will they?
I'm just saying, it was Pink Floyd, it's Tool, it's fucking all that crazy acidy shit from the fucking 70s and 80s.
There it is. Yep. Tarek also, I appreciate Colonel's take. When it's that long, it can chill on the pretentious vagary. That's fine for a Tool video.
Yeah, man.
And then, man, what happened? What happened, huge asshole?
Oh, no.
Back in jail.
Back in Facebook jail, I guess. He says, I've heard people say that it would have been better with the old Tool as the soundtrack. Yes.
Totally. Why can't we not be sober? I mean, that's it.
I think that's a question that's asked later here in a minute. We'll get to that.
All right.
S. Michael says, stop motion, Matrix level absurdity, poodoo. What? Damn, picked the wrong month to let my Shudder subscription expire.
You sure as hell did, buddy.
You might have.
Well, it seems to be burning up the fucking scene right now. I'm sure it'll get to other platforms.
Well,
it's playing in theaters, select theaters. Like theaters right now.
Yeah. See, and that's how I came to it. I kept seeing everybody raving about it. Like, oh my God, this is epic. You got to watch this, blah, blah, blah. I knew nothing about it. I hadn't seen the trailer, and then I dropped it on you guys, and both of you were kind of like, all right, I think I can watch it, you know? But
I
then
already seen the trailer. What did I say? Art house garbage.
Art house garbage. Yep, that was pretty much
what the trailer said to me. Was I wrong? Only partially. Only partially.
No, not really. Tarek says, parable and allegory are great, but in my opinion, when it's not 100% that, give me at least a basic narrative to follow.
That's
and he
all
continues with, which I guess it does sound like it has, so I might dig it. I really love stop motion. If you like stop motion, you'll be fascinated by this. Like,
let's see. I mean, but what you're saying is it sounds like it does have that, and it does, but then it completely just goes, yeah, don't worry about that. Come over here and look at this. And you don't ever see that, what you were looking at before again.
Well, this is a nerdy-ass, loose fucking comparison here. I was you're kind of dropped in this world with no knowledge. Find your fucking way. Essentially, watching it, you have to find out what this is about. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys remember this. Handful of years ago, there's a new game came out called No Man's Sky. Travel through the universe, find these different planets. Each planet had different animals. The launch flopped. Now it kind of meets what they sold. But it was kind of like that. It just dropped you on this fucking planet and said, here you go. Figure out how to build a spaceship and get the fuck out of here. They had no tutorial, nothing. You were just kind of there to your own device to figure, devices to figure it the fuck out. And that's how I kind of saw this movie. I was like, oh, okay. We're just, try to figure this out.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I tried to watch a couple other reviews of this film just to get some kind of sense what anyone else was thinking on this. And I watched like 1 minute of one and I was like, nope, I don't want to do this because this is one of those movies that I kind of want to go in still confused as to what the fuck I saw. Watching this for the first time reminded me a lot of when I was young and I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey. Like that first 30 minutes of that movie, you don't really know what the fuck is going on. It's just apes living out in the wild and fighting and cohabitating, whatever, fighting, fucking, it's all the same. And then the bone throws in the air and you jump thousands of years ahead into space. And for the longest time, when I was a kid and I watched that, I didn't really get what that preamble of 2001 meant to the rest of the story until I was probably in my late teens when I watched it again. And that's probably one of my favorite movies of all time now. It's a fucking masterpiece of Kubrick's. But this movie reminded me a lot of that because there's even a scene where two ape-looking creatures are battling each other with shovels, and then some little creature comes along and shocks the shit out of them for a few minutes, and then they go back to shoveling the shit that they're working on, And there's little obelisks in it, in this movie a lot, floating through space at some points. Did it remind you of any other movies that you'd seen? Like 2001 for me, Colonel?
No, because 2001: Space Odyssey was the perfect comparison. I even thought that.
Did
you say
you?
they were obelisks? Say it for me.
Obelisk?
Obelisk. Thank you. Certain words get tongue-tied, folks. Can't help it. Well, especially, at one point in the movie when there's like multiple ones flying out in the universe.
Right.
But, I mean, you nailed it with 2001: Space Odyssey. What else could you really compare it to?
That's kind of what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You nailed it. I can't compare it to jack shit.
I felt familiar to you ever seen Pink Floyd The Wall?
Mm-hmm.
Movie?
Yeah.
Okay. There is a familiar vibe there in this, I thought. Think about when it gets to the animated and the assholes walking and all that and everything. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
The hammers, all that shit, that kind of stuff. But this is way more visually fleshed out than that ever was.
Oh, yeah. And I think this is darker and more surreal even than The Wall in some ways.
Yeah, because this is just comes at you like, it just kind of confirms what you fear the leaders in the government might think of us as the drones. You know what I mean? It's horrible. So this is, you almost have to see it just to see what you think and what it hits you like. Unfortunately, it's like we got 3 fucking guys sitting here and a couple in the chat there telling you it means this to me, and we're all fucking different. So
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
BK's here. He says, monsters shitting jellyfish dicks. I'm on it. And Gory Tiger's in the house. What's up, Gory?
Gory.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tarek has a good comparison here. It sounds like Mad God is the film version of a coffee table book. It's there more to be talked about than to be consumed.
That's pretty good.
That is good. Yeah, in a way. Andy, we mentioned this a little bit, I think. There was nearly zero dialogue. I caught one, oh no, but I'm not sure if there was more than that or not.
I had the earbuds in. There was a lot of, in the sound design, there is plenty of stuff layered in there. I did catch a handful of English, I guess. Oh no, definitely. But it's you would have to go back and pretty much probably not look at the screen, just look down and listen just to try to catch what's in there. There's so much.
Yeah. What about heavy metal? Do you remember that flick?
Yes, that's another one. But because it has that kind of dread that heavy metal had.
Okay. I was thinking about that too. It's been years since I've seen heavy metal, so I don't really have a whole lot of memories of it. But
just adult like that.
Said shit. The only thing I remember about heavy metal was that World War II pilot getting shot down and all the zombies and shit. And of course the big titty chick. But that's it.
Big titty chick. Of course you remember that one. That's all I remember of it. Hugh wants to know, do you need to be on Canvas to watch this? But his question has already been answered. Hold on. Andy says no, but to write and film it, probably.
Hugh, I disagree with Andy. I think a nice big fat ass joint can only help your experience viewing this.
I think several mind-altering substances could benefit this movie, whether it be acid, LSD, whatever you're into.
Yeah,
LSD. If you're still into that, yeah, this is a match made in heaven for LSD.
No, this is a psychedelic drug movie.
Yeah.
Patricia says, as long as it's not The Nightmare Before Christmas, I'll watch it. It's definitely not that.
No.
And of course, Tarek, going back to the Tool reference, it's probably better when you're sober. Get the fuck out of here with that pedestrian bullshit.
I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile.
Hey, here we go. Destination Station's here. What's up, guys? How we doing?
What's up?
Destination Station. That's when I got to check in. See what's going on.
Yeah, I'll get over there right after this. FaZe is here, a little late this time around. FaZe.
But are you FaZe? But are you?
And Tarek is calling the obelisks monoliths.
Monoliths.
Well,
Yeah.
obelisk comes to a point.
Right. I was using the wrong term. I knew I was, but I couldn't think of that term.
These are just big.
And I'm
shiny,
just cheap and followed right along. I didn't even. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
20-foot tall dominoes. That look really heavy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Blank dominoes.
Mm-hmm.
Little side note. Do you guys remember when the monoliths were popping up all over? Like there was one in Colorado and then one that popped over in Europe for a while. And then, do you remember that happening like 2 years ago?
Yes.
Vaguely, I remember it.
People started showing up and doing selfies, and then one of them got vandalized. And then I didn't hear another thing about it.
Well, no, they were there for like 2 or 3 days, and then they just disappear. Like, It was weird. I never heard much more after like the third one or fourth one that popped up. But
I would say that's the greatest PR stunt of all time, but they forgot.
As a matter of fact, it was.
But they forgot to put their product on it.
Yeah, right. Here we go. Oh boy, we're gonna dive into these here, Andy. Andy says, I think Kubrick's masterpiece was the lunar landing.
Holy shit. Fake. I don't know.
He says kidding. He does
Kidding.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
although that guy used to get, Buzz Aldrin would get mad as fuck and fight people when they'd say, did the moon landing really happen? Son of a bitch.
Yep. Yep. I mean, if you're wearing a tinfoil hat and watching our show, we appreciate it, but keep your thoughts to yourself on that one. Patricia says, darker than the wall. That's pretty damn dark. The tone of this is...
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand the wall is
Twisted,
yeah. But...
Now, this is a different kind of dark. But it's every bit as dark and darker.
Right. Andy says, Heavy Metal 2000 was a fun revisit. It features Billy Idol voice acting. I do remember that. I remember that. I don't remember much of it, but
Never seen it. I did not watch Heavy Metal 2000. Now, I've listened to the soundtrack a couple times, but I've never seen it.
I can sum up Heavy Metal 2000 one button.
Dave says, shit, I haven't done acid since I was a kid. No thanks.
No thanks. Yeah, I was 20 last time I did that shit. So
Patricia says, there's another animated movie on Shudder called The Spine of Night. You mentioned this a few weeks ago, I think. Also animated, but it's more like heavy metal. Since I'm on an animation kick for this, I may have to give that a shot.
yeah, why not?
And Tarek says, blank dominoes. Thank you, guys. That's forever what they are now. Yep.
Well,
Blank dominoes.
Blank Dominoes. It's well, once you see it, you'll know.
Feel free to register the band name and give me credits.
Blank Dominoes.
Now, was this movie worth 33 years in the making? Ziggy?
That's a hard question to answer, really, in my opinion. Yeah, man, you see something comes along like this, it's visually this crazy, and there's every frame there's something happening, in this stop motion world that they're in and stuff. So in the animation, it's cool that way, but my only niche is it's too fucking long. I didn't want any more of it after 45 minutes, especially an hour. I was like, fuck. I was Tom Savini at the con. Kill me. I had enough. No more shit. No more shit.
It was quite the trip. What about you, Colonel? Do you think it was worth 33 years in the making?
Yes, because it is a beautiful looking piece of art.
All right.
Sorry, no, I heard something outside.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's great to look at. And obviously, The Helm is a project worth going back to and finishing. I mean, And I hate to say it, as much as I hate to say it, it's one of those movies, you either love it or you fucking hate it. For the people that love it, fuck yeah, it was worth it. People have been ranting and raving about this film. Granted, I don't see all the ranting and raving to justify it, but that's me.
Tarek says, good question, but maybe a rephrase. Is this movie worth a month's subscription or wait a bit?
I would definitely say it's worth a month's subscription because it's only $5, man. There's a ton of other content on there.
Oh, yeah. You could get your 7-day free trial in, too, and not a penny and watch a whole week's worth of shit and be out the dough. But, you'll probably keep it because Shudder's the shit. It's awesome.
Dave says wait.
Wait. Yeah.
The fact that this took 33 years to put together. Now, granted, there was a long pause, probably of like 20 something years in there, but what was that? It was an Ethan Hawke movie a few years back that took like 12 years to film because the director. It was the Texas guy. I want to say Linklater. Richard Linklater was the director. But it took 12 years to film because they kept the same 3 cast members and then filmed it like periodically over 12 years. And as the story went along, the characters grew older naturally. But
let's see, zeros and ones or
Boyhood is what it's called. Is that now, Dave? Was that Richard Linklater? Am I remembering that correctly? Because I know it was Ethan Hawke, and was that the one Patricia Arquette? Is that the one she got the Oscar for too? I don't know. Anyway, it reminds me of that because of it taking 12 years, but I can see a movie like Boyhood taking that long. The only reason I think this one really took so long is because they took huge long breaks in between, and there were painstaking efforts made on the sets and the creature design and the lighting. I mean, fuck, man, the lighting was fantastic in this, and the cinematography was fantastic in this. And to be doing it on little itty bitty sets, I would assume, it makes it even more impressive. What are you looking for there, Ziggy?
I'm trying to find your movie here.
It's called Boyhood.
Oh, Boyhood?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. 2014, yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that now that I see the cover.
Yeah, it was just this was just a bizarre film to have taken that long, but it's definitely a piece of art to look at. And it is one of those movies that, like it is here, will get you talking. What the fuck does it mean? I don't know. What do you think it means? So,
well, art house in every sense of the word.
Oh, absolutely. But as you predicted, you said art house garbage. Was it garbage?
I'll say art house trash because garbage is a dirtier word. It's just looks so good, and I appreciate the hard work that went into making it look so good that I can't call it garbage. But yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. But I mean, it is vulgar and violent. There's a couple that like an autopsy scene in there that's pretty fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's all they're pulling coins and money and shit out of this interpretation, man. So,
yeah. And by the way, Patricia says, get Shudder to watch The Sadness.
Yes.
There you go.
Should have talked about
All
that.
Right. Oh, okay. Hold on. Tarek says, what I got from articles, Mad God was not a passion project. It was just a crazy idea that he scrapped because he saw CGI replacing stop motion. Then people told him to finish it because now's the time.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
the cat. Sounds like
Cat.
Is your cat running around?
She escaped her prison for some reason.
she's zooming.
She was supposed to be locked up while we're doing this.
Dave says, I will never forget boyhood. My cat gave birth to kittens halfway through it. We didn't even know she was pregnant. Quite the movie night.
It's damn Canadian cats.
Damn.
God damn it. And Patricia says, Art House Trash would be a good movie title. Again, or another band name. There we go.
Yeah.
What else is there to even say about this flick?
I'll just go back to the answer. The question, I wasn't asked, but I'll answer it anyway. The question.
Yeah. Jump in, man.
As you guys remember, I posted a GIF of Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park. That's a big pile of shit.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I thought the movie was fucking shit. It's like a huge ass fucking turd. You're going to appreciate the size of it. You're like, admire it. Damn, that's a big fucking turd. But at the end of the day, it's still a fucking piece of shit.
Good Lord.
Just saying.
All right. Well then, Colonel, what else is there to talk about with this movie? Or have we
That's
covered
it for me.
anything else?
I'm good.
Anything else, Ziggy?
No, we got it covered. Score this bitch.
All right. Colonel, what would you rank this one, 0 to 10?
Oh boy. Well, we already spent a lot longer talking about this than I thought we would, honestly. So you guys, everybody's heard all my thoughts about this fucking movie. On a scale of 10, I'm going to give it a 4 based on the visuals alone. Like I said, if you gave me just a little bit of a narrative, I probably would have bumped up to a 5. I need a narrative too. If you're going to tell me a story, I need a fucking narrative. You know.
I love a good story too. I was lacking on this one, but Ziggy, what about you?
Did I say it's visually stunning?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's Zoe.
The show
Hi,
stealer.
Zoe.
Yeah.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Look at
Zoe.
that hair. I love the hair. Why doesn't your dad have hair like that?
Yeah.
Genetics.
It's funny, Crank. All right, you made it funny.
Here. She's going to sit
All right.
down here.
She gonna sit there?
Hold on.
I will say visually stunning, yes. It does lack. You don't have any direction in it. And there are times in it, it's just a burden. I mean, and I know it's by design because that's what it's all about is the struggle. And it's too much to hold on to at times, you know, and it turned me off at times with it. So boy, so visually stunning. I'm going to go solid 5 with it. I'll go 5 on it.
All right. Yeah, I agree. I prefer a story, obviously. Now the people that call films like Hereditary and Midsummer art house movies need to watch this one and then see what they think about an art house movie. Because that may change your mind about how you feel about Midsummer and Hereditary. Because at least there are stories there. But what's the Colonel whispering over there?
Telling her we have to let you guys finish talking about what you talk about before she gets to talk.
Oh, okay.
So you guys can do your score uninterrupted. I'm not an asshole.
Okay.
Well, she laughs like I am. So
I thought you. I just kind of assumed you were. Oh, here goes Crank, just going to ramble on for 30 minutes about this movie and then blah blah blah. But it's weird. I enjoyed it, but I didn't understand this movie all the way. You know.
Yeah.
So, but I loved watching it in a way because of the visuals and the lighting and the music and all the technical aspects of it are great. But I kind of want to know what you meant, Phil Tippett. Tell me what you meant. I'll go with a 5 on this one too. That may change if I watch it again, and I probably here's the thing: I will watch it again before the end of the year, obviously to see if this is going to end up on my top 10 list. which I don't know. But yeah, I'll give it a 5. So 4s and 5s. All right.
Wow.
Tarek says the fun part was pre-guessing Colonel's rating. He was saying he's going to say 4. And Colonel, it's a 4.
Well done. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And Andy gives it a solid 10. My head is still spinning, and I love that about it. Yeah, I can't go there yet, though.
I understand, and that falls into the vein of Colonel saying you're going to love it or you're going to hate it, and I understand. And you're not wrong. So
I never am. So.
Oh, and there was Lorena. Said, hey, sorry to miss the show, but I'm working late. BZ is a dick. Woo! That's right.
That's all right, Lorena. We miss you.
And Andy also says blank dominoes is taken for a band name. God damn it.
What name is available for a band at this point in time?
I want that for a band name. No.
I think that's taken.
Probably is.
Isn't that what the BTS's side project is? Dave says, big turd like Chet from Weird Science.
Bigger.
He looks like Jason, Bobby.
Who looks like Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, his picture is Jason, isn't it?
Yeah, because he really likes Jason.
All right, well, I'm going to mute me and you for a minute.
S. Michael says, thanks for the rankings and reviews. I spent the whole show trying to come up with feasible alternatives to Colonel's catchphrase. Sadly, there are far too many slang terms for male organs and feminine hygiene products to sift through in one evening. Let's face it, Colonel is a poetic genius. Agreed.
I'm glad someone sees that.
Oh, there we go. Tarek wants to start a band called That Name Is Already Taken and use the World of Warcraft font in the logo.
Holy shit. That's
Oh,
the
man.
most brilliant thing I've ever heard this week.
Get you a good lawyer, though.
Yeah.
If we let you talk for a little bit, when you're done, we go back upstairs with Sissy.
Zoe, what did you think of Mad God? Did you get to watch it with your dad?
No.
No.
What
You're not
movie did you watch last night? I probably shouldn't have, but what movie did we watch tonight? Can you tell them about the movie we watched?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't remember all the bugs? Remember that part with the bugs?
Bugs?
Creep.
There we go.
Is that one way to get rid of her? Just mention the...
Apparently so. I'll put that in my arsenal.
There you go.
I think there may have been some scarring from that viewing, Colonel.
Yeah. Might have been a little early.
Well, I warned her. I was like, look, play on your tablet, play on your headphones. Look, don't look at the TV. Very first one, Father's Day. Coming out of the grave. Took over running.
Very nice. Here we go. Band name.
Harry Zoe.
Band name. Shitty Enchiladas. First album called Boiling Stomach.
No, the first album's called Now You're Gonna Get It, Bitch.
I don't want to knock down the pizzas. I
Where's
want
the
to
drum?
knock down Jason because not something else.
Good Lord. All right.
I was
And
listening to Zoe.
she's so cute. We know.
What's the no?
Let's go get a plastic bottle and just squeeze the crap out of it.
Right next to the microphone. Well, okay. One of the other things we were going to talk about today that Ziggy brought up and S. Michael will be all about.
Oh, baby. This one's for you, S. Michael.
This one is right up your alley, sir. The 47th anniversary today.
47.
Jaws. Jaws was released in theaters June 20th, 1975. What impact one movie has made.
That's what I wanted to talk about a little bit. It's like, where were you at? And a lot of you maybe weren't here yet when this came out back that long ago. But let me tell you about the mass hysteria that every beach even lakes and ponds suffered after this fucking movie came out, man, and it lasted for years.
Oh yeah.
It was fantastic. Hey, this is what Spielberg carved his way. Here we go. This was why. Is fucking. Oh, can you think of a more horrible way to die in the water? Just get chewed up by a fucking great white.
I can. Actually, drowning. I think I'd rather get eaten by a shark than fucking drown, dude.
That's the good news. You get to do that too while you're bleeding out.
Well, I'm hoping I pass out bleeding out before I even fucking.
Yeah, you go into shock after the first bite or two.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
But Colonel, how old were you when you finally saw Jaws the first time?
Fuck, dude. I can't remember. I want to say probably between 10 and 12. Again, wasn't too impressed with it. Didn't watch it again until literally last summer while we was at the beach. I thought the movie was boring as shit when I was 10 or 12. It's a great fucking movie, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great fucking movie. I don't know what little Colonel was fucking thinking.
Black eyes like a doll's eyes.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
That's a heavy scene there where they're getting plastered on the boat and really getting plastered on the boat when shooting that. So it's authentic.
Yeah, I was probably around, I'd say 7 or 8 when I first saw it, but I think we had the book also. And I read the book when I was quite young, but it's definitely one of those movies that sticks with you for fucking years and deserves to be talked about 47 years later.
Jaws, to me, it was that the first time I remember sitting and watching a movie with water in it and holding your breath, like when they go underwater and stuff like that. Fuck, I still remember that.
Yeah,
made a theater scary. It was dry. So fucking
oh yeah.
scary.
See what I find funny though. And granted, I would love to partake in it. Granted, I can't swim. But you know how they show this movie at pools and lakes and everybody gets in the water? Oh, it's scary. Motherfuckers, Jaws takes place in the ocean. I'm not going to be scared watching Jaws in a fucking swimming pool.
Right, in a wading pool especially.
Yeah.
I disagree. As soon as that guy gets into scuba gear and starts swimming around that pond, you're going to get moving quick.
With the fins.
Yeah, with the fin. That'll fuck up.
I'll pull a fucking tackleberry from Police Academy in Miami. I bet. Not really. I don't have a gun.
Andy says he was 9 when Jaws came out, and the panic was real. Let me tell you.
He knows.
Yeah.
There's no oceans in Wisconsin, and fuck. But I bet you every lake, every pond you went to, any place with water, fuck that. There's a shark in there.
The Alaskan says, just made it. My favorite way to start the week.
The baked Alaskan.
Good to see you there. I'll get to your other question here in just a couple minutes. Patricia says, I would like to think that I was conceived while my parents watched Jaws. Aha. Excellent.
Guess I wasn't the only tadpole swimming that night.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, Patricia. That was terrible.
Dave says, I was 7 and it was awesome. Tarek says, y'all were so young. I didn't see Jaws until I was like 20. And to be fair, it hit hard. I'm glad I waited.
Oh, yeah, because you got to take on the whole understanding of what Brody was doing, and then the expert, and then fucking I forget his name now. Damn it, the guy, the shark killer. The fuck was his name?
Seriously, it starts with a Q.
Quaid? No, it isn't Quaid. It's not Dennis Quaid. Not talking about that one. God damn it, we're talking about Quinn. It was Quinn, wasn't it?
Jesus Christ!
I thought he was going with the Quaid.
I felt dumbstruck that he was like, what?
I lost it. I
know. There's an awkward silence where we're both just staring at him like.
No, is he for real? Monologue. The monologue where their soldiers, their boat is sunk. Yeah. that shit stuck with you for years.
Oh, and considering that's a true fucking story too. Holy shit.
Yeah. Those three, though, also, I don't think that movie would be as powerful as it was without the casting of those three. Those three worked so fucking well together and so badly together, in a way. But goddamn, that was brilliant casting.
And let's not fuck the goddamn music, man. The fucking music. That theme.
One of the most famous of all time.
Yes.
All right. Tarek says, my biggest love, Jaws is what introduced me to the dolly zoom. Oh, I lost the comment. That effect is insane and instantly adds a point to any movie that uses it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
I love that.
They did great depicting point of view from sharks and, just the attacks and everything. And when you hear about all the problems that Bruce gave them as they were shooting, fuck. But, 47 years, that's so sick to say it like that, I was fucking 3 when that came out.
Yeah. You pup.
And no, I remember going to, it must have been a re-release back when because I saw it in theaters. I saw it in a theater.
Yeah, they probably.
My parents weren't going to take me at 3 years old to see Jaws.
No fucking way.
God, I hope not. They were smoking better stuff than you were then.
We went through lots of stuff, but it was Alien was the first one I remember my dad going, all right, let's go see it, and
Nice. Dave says, my buddy always recites the Quint story to a T, always at parties. It's quite the hit. I bet that would be. That's a hell of a monologue to remember.
Sure as hell is.
With the doll's eyes, up for that guy's.
Yeah, and Tarek says the monologue about the swimming soldiers that messed me up.
It's funny because my grandfather, similar situation, not exactly the same one they were referencing, but same thing. He had a boat go down in shark infested water, but they weren't there for 3 days or whatever it was. It was only a short amount of time before everyone was rescued. But
still shaky.
It shook it. Yeah, it's like, well, fuck. For a long time, I was like, is that the same boat that he was on? It's no. But yeah,
we try to make those connections with things like that, though. There's the man I was looking for on Jaws. S. Michael, I first saw Jaws on the ABC television premiere in late fall of '79. I'd actually seen Jaws 2 in the theater a couple of years prior, but it didn't hold a candle to the original.
I like Jaws too, and at the time I liked it better. I was always like, yeah, it's like a Jaws for me, for my generation, or whatever it was at the time in my young mind. But Jaws is it, man. That one is the masterpiece of that story, and the second one with the boys, I liked it because at least they did that something a little different. And then, but yeah, Brody coming in like Superman like that at the end is a little, yeah.
Hollywood loves a happy ending, man.
It's true.
And an electrified shark.
Dave is talking about his monologue, quoting Buddy. He kind of looks a bit grisly like him too, and he's always shit-faced like him. So the mumbling is pretty accurate. Right? Oh, man. Well, what else? There was another topic, actually, that somebody brought up. Alaskan. What do you think of the new Predator movie? Prey, coming to Hulu in a month? Something like that?
Something like that.
Have you seen the trailer there, Colonel?
Fuck no. I'll be honest with you guys, because my excitement level for this is at a fucking 0, buddy. Like, literally, I've not liked a Predator movie since Predator 2. I think all of them pretty much sucked. And obviously, Predator 2 is not that good. Predator, yes. I think we can all agree to that.
You see, always the same. Throw the bones. You're right. Predator movies have all been pretty much shit since the first 2.
too kind of. This one,
Shit, too.
I had a tinge of anticipation when I saw this. I was like, this is good. Indians, I mean, I would like to see. Fuck it, man. Let's do the Predator and the Western, man. There's all kinds of places to take this. Medieval times with a fucking Predator. Sure. Let's do this. But I'm even tempted to watch this in the Indian language it's going to be released in as well. Just to not, you know what I mean? With subtitle. Just to get that full effect. Because this is something so unique with it. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure it's probably not going to be spectacular, you know. But I am intrigued on this one. It's different, and that's interesting to me.
I don't know why, but here I'll do this. S. Michael, real quick, says, I say it all the time, but I don't think any other movie has affected more people on a deep psychological level than Jaws. I think you could put Exorcist in that realm as well. And more recently, I think you could put films like Hereditary and Midsommar in that, in a way. I think. But that's a discussion for another day, maybe. I really think, dude, my buddy Dan watched Midsommar recently, right before I got up to Cleveland this last weekend. And he asked me about it. He was like, that movie fucked me up. And even like Kat afterwards was just like, dude, he's not kidding. That messed him up for days. Like, he was thinking about it for like days afterwards. And I was like, I'm sure it did. But it's a good fucking movie. You should watch it. She's like, I ain't watching it. All right. The rest of S. Michael's comment, though, is, as for Prey, I had been avoiding the trailer and finally watched it last night and am cautiously optimistic. It seems to be trying to tap into some of the magic of the original. All right. Like S. Michael, I am avoiding the trailer. I don't want to see the trailer. I just don't. Not right now. I'll watch it, but I want to go in fucking cold when it is dropped on Hulu. That's just me. But... So I really can't add to that conversation. I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I don't know much about it except that it takes place like in the past, I guess.
I appreciate that. That's what I mean. But the whole technology thing, I have too many questions. That's why I have to see it. So I mean, I was like, all right, you guys got me with this. Don't disappoint.
What?
You guys don't realize? I'm gonna be watching this fucking movie, man. I'm gonna have flashbacks from the first time I watched fucking Return of the Jedi. We have this fucking Predator running there with all the state of the art fucking technology and shit. And these motherfuckers with bows and arrows and fucking tomahawks and stuff trying to take them down. What the fuck?
Maybe.
Jedi and fucking
Does seem a bit overmatched.
Yeah,
but the Ewoks won, damn it. Remember that.
Tarek says, I'm not going to say for sure, but Prey looks like a very true callback to the first. I hated everything after 2, and this one looks good.
Right.
Also adds that I read every dialogue scene was filmed twice, once in English and once in Comanche for English subtitles. I kind of want to see the Comanche.
I'm watching this in Comanche.
I'm with you.
I'm not sure I'm going to watch Comanche.
I don't mind reading subtitles. I can read fast. I never learned how to read. That true? Well, everything except the no reading part.
Dave says, I got to watch Midsommar now for sure.
You do.
It may not affect you the way it affects the other person. But
I thought it was a good movie. I mean, it didn't fuck me up like Dan, but I'm assuming about Dan, he don't watch a ton of horror like we do because we have a fucking podcast.
Right.
I'm sure he's not as desensitized to this shit as we all are.
Yeah, no. Andy says, people generally speaking aren't too worried about demons and such, whereas a shark can actually bite your ass. Your brain perceives that as a real risk that can truly happen.
Yeah.
But those, the heavy Christians and the Catholics were freaking out when The Exorcist came out.
Here's a story about the Colonel, all right? The Exorcist fucked me up. Way too young to see it. So seeing 8 years old, had nightmares for fucking weeks. And for about 2 years, I didn't grow up in an overly religious house. All right, I mean, we didn't go to church or anything. But every night when I slept, I made sure, for whatever reason, young Colonel's 8-year-old mind, if I cover up my heart, I can't get possessed by a demon. So I tucked the blankets over my chest every fucking night. Like, for years, I would not pull the blanket down.
Wow.
Colonel,
Yeah.
you know what he did?
Then I grew up listening to fucking Slayer and
It evens out.
So it eventually wore off.
And shit wore off, just like
You get up to Deicide and fucking Morbid Angel and shit like that, and it's like, psh, Exorcist is fucking tame.
I remember seeing that Morbid Angel video. I can't remember the song on fucking Headbanger's Ball, where it's like the person in the cocoon and shit. Way too young to be standing up watching Headbanger's Ball, but it was cool stuff. I was like, that was awesome.
See, Kat and Dan, Kat will not allow Exorcist to be played in the house. That she just won't. She is petrified of shit like that. She doesn't want anything that's related to demons, possessing, anything like that. Slashers, fine. You know, Midsummer, I guess, fine. But demons and demonology, no. Just keep that out of her house. So I think that's funny.
Nice.
Patricia says, Stand By Me really affected me when I was younger. I could see that. But that's such a good movie, though.
Well, what affected you? The bonding of the kids and what they were bonding over and stuff? Sure, okay, I can get on with that.
No. Tarek says, Ziggy, you're cut off from all Wayne's World references.
Hey, no Stairway to Heaven. All right,
And
now
Dave,
I'm
shut up. And Dave says, go to the Derek Zoolander School for people that don't read good.
Was this made for ants? Sorry. I don't know why I like that movie so much when it first came out.
And S. Michael says, Midsummer is a decent movie about the worst breakup ever. Yes. Once was enough for me, but I get how a blood eagle could F up the uninitiated. I don't think it's a pimple on the ass of Jaws. No, probably not. But I love this debate. The thing about Jaws is that even the soundtrack and the poster effed up people for life who didn't even see the movie. Yeah. The soundtrack and the music, like we talked about, is crazy.
Ouch.
All right.
Yes.
Worst breakup ever.
Worst breakup ever.
What's going on to your right over there? Ziggy?
Something's on over there. But
You're watching the hockey game, aren't you?
no, of course
You got
not.
me on the game? What's going on?
Here's
here?
the thing: my TV's like on a permanent zoom, so I can't see the fucking score. But I saw that there's been a couple of goals scored already, and something just happened, and I don't know who put it in. So I don't know the score of the game,
Go Avalanche.
but it is on. Go Avalanche!
I don't have a horse in the race, so
I would have bet the house on Tampa Bay tonight, just for the record, because they lost game 1 and 2, and they're at home tonight, and they're a really good team. And
Dude,
I think they're ahead. I don't know them.
I watched game 2. I was like, holy shit, this is a fucking baseball score. I
Yeah,
don't expect that in hockey.
but
Oh,
I mean,
we got to stop.
nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody cares. I'm sorry, but I was just when I'm gonna make a bet like that, I kind of want to have it on there just to see what's going on. So.
Dave has a rebuttal for you. How can they learn to read if they can't even fit in the building? Classic.
Hang on.
All right.
I'm going to give us Dave's last 2 comments for the Canadian, because we rarely ever talk about his sport on here.
They suck.
Dave says Tampa sucks.
Back to back.
Let's go.
Avs, Colorado Avalanche.
Avs. Yeah, I know
Okay.
they used to be in Quebec like 30 years ago or something, but there's no connection to Canada anymore. And everyone was saying to me at the beginning of this thing, this is the year a Canadian team wins the cup again. I was like, okay, you got like 4 teams in there. This could be it. Toronto and Edmonton are all there ready to go. No.
What happened?
I don't know.
Guys, what are you going to watch this week?
Well, we got the Black Mask. Black Phone. Right? I always call it the Black Mask. Black Phone. Looks good. And we just found out, I didn't have any idea, but Tom Savini designed most of the masks in the Black Mask. So
Black Phone.
Black Phone. Yeah, said mask. Phone.
Christ.
So we get to see some of his work again. I don't really know the last time he made any kind of masks like in a movie like this, you know, or any kind of prosthetics. His work is himself. So I'm interested in that, but everybody's saying that this movie, The Black Phone, will blow your fucking mind. That's a bold statement, but I'm interested.
As long as it doesn't say the most terrifying film of the year,
right?
I have hope that it's actually going to be scary.
They're kind of saying Ethan Hawke will astound you, that kind of shit. That's what I keep seeing.
Dude, Ethan Hawke is a great fucking actor.
Yes.
I know I've primarily only seen him in, you know, more humane roles, but he's a phenomenal fucking actor. I think he pulled this off easily in his fucking sleep. That's just me. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out. Isn't that what we're talking about next week?
That's what we're talking about next week. Yeah, I'm kind of leading it that direction now. But I mean, are you going to watch Colonel? Are you going to watch anything else this week?
Probably not, because you've seen the reason why hogging the screen. So yeah, I'm going to see the Black Phone. Good news. I almost said Black Mask.
Oh.
Good news is I got a 5 o'clock showing on Thursday. I'm going to hit, so I don't have to go to the 7 o'clock one. So I get that early and come back and still do dinner and everything.
I am considering. See, I have to see what the theater's doing, because Sunday and Wednesday they re-released 40th anniversary of The Thing in theaters. Yep. What I'm hearing from all over the country is that they're running it in the wrong aspect. Like it's literally a third of the screen is cut out all the way around. So
yeah, I heard they're running it in 4:3.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I was disappointed because I wanted to see that Sunday. There's no way the girls. There's no way I was going to see it. There's no way I'll be able to see it Wednesday because I got to go see the Black Phone on Thursday. So unfortunately, I'm going to miss this. But it sounds like I'm not missing out on much.
Well, after I hear everyone's coming out and bitching their ass off, going, "What the fuck? The sound is fucking horrible, and the fucking picture's half cut off, and it's doing that zoom around shit where you can't even track it good." And yeah. So I'll check with my theater and say, hey, what's the deal? Are you guys showing it like all the other knuckleheads? Can you fucking figure it out and maybe run the proper print, maybe? Or is this what we got? I'm assuming they're just throwing the goddamn DVD in a fucking player, you know? I don't think it's an actual print from, 40 years ago.
I'd completely forgotten that was playing Sunday, and I kind of wanted to go see it. It's playing about an hour or so away from him, but I may
Wednesday.
I'm going to look it up right after we get off the air here and see what time it's playing on Wednesday, because I may go.
Here, there's a 3 and a 7. So maybe you got 2 as well, a matinee and a regular.
Yeah, if there's an afternoon, I may be able to make it down there and then get back in time to choke down some food and get to work. So
I'm doing the due diligence on it. I'm gonna check the theater and say, what's going on? What aspect are you showing this in? I'm sure I'll get some flunky going, huh? Aspect?
No.
What are you talking about?
Dave says he's going to see Black Mask this weekend. Black Phone. God damn it.
I don't have my buzzer.
Here's another one. Andy says it's Elvis movie weekend coming up. Tom Hanks starring as the greatest villain in all history.
Didn't they call Elvis's manager the Colonel?
The other Colonel. There it is.
Yep. Colonel Tom Parker, was that his name?
That's right.
Something like that.
Maybe that role rubbed off on Tom Hanks. You guys said a video of him telling people to back the fuck off.
Dude, that was kick ass though.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's like, oh, he said fuck.
Don't fuck with his wife, man.
Surprised he didn't whip it out and start peeing on him.
Dave says, no, not pan and scan. Fuck. That's about what I've been hearing too. It's kind of freaky.
Our buddies over, Seth went and saw it. He said the same fucking thing. He was disgusted. Like, what the fuck, man? They can't even get that right. It's like, but then I'm, like Mick Garris, the famously, night walkers and all that shit,
Mhm.
and the movies he's done, The Stand. He went and saw it and was like, he's like, thank God for the magic of Carpenter carried us through, but Jesus Christ, he's all bitching it out. It's like third of the screen cut off and the sound is shit.
Wow. That's crazy. I may have to call my theater too before I drive an hour to go see that.
It's only 5 minutes for me, but still, I don't want to see it like that. I got it right here. I can watch it on my own fucking 60-inch and it'll be fine.
A couple of things about Ethan Hawke. S. Michael says he made a great villain in Moon Knight and was perfect in Sinister. I'm really looking forward to Black Phone.
I was going to bring up that Moon Knight performance because he was really good playing that as the Doctor and the fucking,
Don't spoil it. I've seen it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
You're fine. Go ahead. I'm too busy with the boys and Obi-Wan. So
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just he's in it. He's really good. That's all you need to know. He's decent.
Tarek says Hawk is low-key top 10. And oof, that's a bold statement. You could throw a dart at his filmography and hit a perfectly played role despite the movie itself. I grew up in the 90s and 80s and 90s, so I always remember one of the old school ones, Reality Bites, with him and Winona Ryder and Steve Zalian. Ben Stiller wrote and directed film. Great fucking movie. Just always love that movie. Shit, that's all I got.
Yeah,
real quick. I mean, I know he'll never do the con scene. Hopefully one day he gets hard up enough money for what he does and he comes somewhere close. I will travel just to ask him if he's ever had a shit pushed in.
God damn it.
I'm going to push one of these. I don't know what it's going to do. Let's see.
We're going to the fucking Super Bowl!
That fits. That's good.
Oh!
That's an old school, man. We haven't been using this one in a while. I'll change that out.
I've been using it since February. Season one.
I'll change that out.
That still hurts too, man. Fuck you, man.
It does actually kind of work because no, there we go. A couple more. Explorers. S. Michael says Explorers is still my favorite Hawk movie. Andy says describe irony without using the word. Patricia loved Reality Bites. Tarek says I can't believe you brought up Reality Bites. Such a great movie. I still have a poster from that. You know what? I may have to watch that. I haven't seen it in years.
That's how we roll around here. Maybe
on my to-do list. It's either that or 2001. I can't decide which one I'm going to watch tonight. So, Ziggy, send them out for the night.
Well, that was interesting. We got to get down with a rare art house movie that you may love or you may hate. You may get something out of it that we didn't. So if you do, let us know. We'd love to continue the discussion on the interwebs. But we'll see. Yeah, Black Phone coming up next week. And then the following week, is it already? No, we're bumping it a week. That's right, because of the holiday. Curse Your Luck is like a week later in July.
Right.
But we do need contestants. So you know anybody or you yourself want to play and are available on Monday from 8 to 10, go ahead and do the thing. We'll be getting the post up there pretty soon so you can sign up there. And we'll do it, man. We'll curse your luck and have a fucking ball. And God damn it, it's con season. They're all coming up now. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. It's crazy. Colonel.
Well, what else can I say, man? I don't know about these guys, but probably more so than Zach because he can't get the title right. Black Phone has been on top of my list of must-sees for 2022. So I am fucking pumped. I can't wait to see this. For me, it was Black Phone and Nope, and they're both coming out super soon.
Nope.
Fuck yes.
Nope.
So I look forward to next Monday night. Be sure to join us, and hopefully you have a chance to see the movie so you can join in on the conversation. I'm sure we'll have a lot more to say than we did tonight.
Oh, yeah.
When it came to God Mad or Mad God, whatever the fucking, it doesn't matter.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. It's Mad Dog. So anyway, don't get sick. Wash your dick. Don't smell like a Scuba Steve. Use Summer's Eve.
That's right. I think Ziggy's probably going to even mess up the title of that Jordan Peele movie and call it "Nah" or something like that. Fuck you. Yeah, that's right. Our review of Black Phone is coming next Monday. It's going to be probably a lot more in depth than I think we got into Mad God, but yeah,
We got pretty into it. What are you talking about?
but we'll have more. There will be at least a story to dissect with this one. I
Okay,
think.
well, yes, if there's something there to dissect, then yes, of course, there's been more to say. But I thought we took it apart for what it was.
Yeah, probably,
All right.
probably. All right, whatever. And yeah, catch us on con season. It's that time of year. If you're in the area of Detroit, go see Ziggy. If you're in the Oklahoma area, come see.
Oklahoma! Oklahoma! Oh, my ass meat! I don't have a Detroit button. I'm sorry.
You were just waiting on that, huh?
Yeah, I just got there right when you said it. It's a good time.
I bet. Yeah, if you're in the Oklahoma area, come see us in August. We'll have Ziggy, FaZe, and I up there. And then if you're in the Ohio area, come see us at Horror Hound in Cincinnati in September. And should be a good time for all to be had. God damn it. I keep getting these fucking notifications popping up on my phone or on my laptop. Thanks to our final girls and our members, Corey, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, S. Michael, Patricia, Tanya, and Tyrone, and our crazy Ralphs, Angelo and Raymond, our camp counselors, Stacy, Lynn, Orlando, Kiara, and Dave.
Yes.
And as always, thanks for watching, folks. Make sure to visit deathcursesociety.com and check out how you can become a member. Help support the society, maybe get us to more cons if you chip in a little bit of extra dough. And yeah, have a great night, and we will catch you next week when we're talking about Black Phone. See ya. Black Phone, asshole. You made me think I fucked it up that time, dick. Fuck you. It's Black Phone. I got it right.
The Black Phone. Woo! There we go.